we're talking about a border crisis still in January 2022, and we're talking about in December 170,000 plus people coming across, but we hadn't fixed the problem.
Yeah.
And you have the power to fix that problem. Do you have the cojones to do it?
Yeah.
And that's what we need, is somebody that's got the cojones to do it.
Yeah.
And that's why this position is so important. And man, it's just it's a disservice to the people of Texas, and it's also a disservice nationally to the American people, because of what's going on. This is turning into a national. I'm not even going to say it's turning into. It's been a national level problem since day one,
Crisis.
since it started.
Yeah, and the Border Patrol, they're not actually protecting the border. They're ordered to help these people cross, and they're flying them to New York and other places around the country
in the middle of the night.
And then Dan Patrick and Greg Abbott are acting like they're doing a great job.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like they're there. Yeah. So, and you know what? There's the doctrine of lesser magistrates, and that's what needs to be implemented here. So if the federal government says something and it's immoral and it's not right, we say no, right? And if California and Hawaii and Colorado can do it over marijuana, we can do it over abortion or protecting our border or sex trafficking in our state. You know, it's like the number one, like we're the hub. And we're not even talking about drugs and all this other stuff that comes through Texas, right?
Hey, 2022, Houston's leading Chicago and New York in murders.
Yeah,
this is just downright embarrassing.
I mean, it's getting worse by the day. And
so the doctrine of lesser magistrates, it's the guy under the guy above him can always say no, right? Because he has a job, all the way down to the sheriff. And you know, you brought up the police earlier. You know, I don't like our police system. Right. I like our sheriff system because guess who the sheriff's pledged to? The Constitution. Can the city council call them up and go, hey, I want you to start arresting or pulling over 17-year-olds and kids after 9 o'clock. I want you to make that a focus. He'll be like, no, I can't. What are you talking about? It's not right. I'm going to, you know, when I see somebody doing something wrong, I'll pull them over, you know. But these police departments are under the authority of the city council and the mayor, right? So they set the policies. So to me, it causes too many problems, right? And you don't know what you're getting into when you go into every town. So, but I really like the sheriff's version where, you know, Abbott can say, hey, look, you have to have a mask mandate. We're imposing a mask mandate. And the sheriff says, I'm not enforcing that. That's good. That's what we need, you know? So,
and it's happened in Texas. We've seen that happen in Texas.
Yeah. Our sheriff did that. He's like, we're not enforcing it. And then when they told me I had to wear a mask, which causes me to have Tourette's, right? I never knew I had Tourette's until somebody told me I had to wear a mask. And, you know, as soon as that happened, you know, I just said, hey, look, you know, Tracy Murphy's not going to enforce it. So, you know, and then they're like, okay, well, you just have to leave then. You know, we don't want you on our property anymore. So I'm like, okay. And I would just go to another place that would serve me without a mask.